He's the first quarterback to win 6 games in a row. Big friggin' whoop. Who did he beat? Okay? He beat a defense last week that was ranked 28th in the league. Okay? Not the Cowboys, which all season long, except the last 3 games of the season, they were ranked in the top 5 in every single statistic. Van Der Esch is back. This is going to be a different Cowboy team. And I think they're going to get at him. I really do. They're going to throw him off. McCaffrey's the secret here. What are they going to do with McCaffrey? Are they going to move him to the wide receiving position? Are they going to move Deebo Samuels to the running back position? Because in the fourth and third quarter, who was running the ball more, McCaffrey or Deebo Samuels? Deebo Samuels was. So
it doesn't matter, though, that they're so interchangeable that they have more options and more trickiness. Like, that's going to keep Dallas on their heels, baby. Give me the Niners in a landslide.
Ward made a lot of mistakes last week against Seattle, and I don't trust their secondary. I really don't. San Francisco secondary, yes, they have a great safety. Fantastic. The other two, the other 2 guys, the 2 corners, young guys that made a lot of mistakes last week against, yes, the Seattle Seahawks. Okay? CeeDee Lamb, he's as good as DK Metcalf. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from especially the beef telling me that CeeDee Lamb is not any good and he drops the ball. CeeDee Lamb is a great player. They've got weapons. They can run the ball. They have Pollard who can
I don't
catch
think their
the ball.
weapons are as good as Dallas's weapons.
What are you talking about?
Even if we say CeeDee and Deebo are the same guy, right? Just say they're kind of equal. They're kind of the same, even though Deebo can do more things than CeeDee Lamb can. Ayuk is the best second receiver on either team.
Yeah, that's
Christian McCaffrey is the better running back and can do it all out of any of the guys playing. Right? Like, I mean, San Francisco's got way more things. And, by the way, I'll give you another guarantee. You ready for this? Touchdown Charlie Warner. Where'd he go to school? Georgia. He's a winner.
Charlie Warner scores a touchdown against a team with no Georgia Bulldogs.
Tight end Charlie Warner with a touchdown.
You are one interesting person with this Georgia Bulldog crap.
Jeff, where is he even ranked on the Niners depth chart? Because that would be quite
he's their backup tight end. He plays right behind Kittle. Yeah, okay. and he gets touches. And I'll give you another piece.
Hold on.
Deebo can't run. Christian McCaffrey can't run. Maybe they get hurt. Big deal. Big brain guy went to Harvard. Kyle Juszczyk can run.
Yep.
Derek, what were you saying?
Jeff, do you know how many catches Charlie Warner has on the year?
Go ahead, Speedy.
Like 10, and they're all touchdowns.
Speedy,
I will guess 4.
Errol, how about you guess 2?
1.
0. 2 targets, 0 catches, 0 yards for Charlie Warner.
Well, you know what's interesting, Derek. You were back and forth with the Cowboys in San Francisco. What made you back and forth with picking San Francisco over the Cowboys?
I'm with you where I think Dak has a chip on his shoulder. I think the interception stuff is like blown out of proportion. I think like more than half of them can be attributed to drops or like kind of luck. You don't want to say luck, but he's playing good football. I think besides the Commanders game, which was horrendous, but I think that was a team thing too. Like Dak was terrible, but the team was terrible. I don't think they really cared about that game. But other than that, when he came back, they've scored 27 in every single game he's come back, except for that Washington game and the first game he came back. So the offense is playing at a borderline elite level. I don't think the defense is the same as they were weeks 1 to 8, where they looked dominant, but it's still really good. They still have Micah Parsons, who's probably the second best defensive player in the league. Like you could say him, Bosa, right? Those are probably the 2 best defensive players left in the NFL playoffs. Still Trayvon Diggs, who can create a big play at any time. When Van Der Esch is in there, as you said, they look a lot better in their front 7. Tank Lawrence has looked really good this year. So, they got the talent to match up. Like, I still think San Fran's better across the board. But, talk about Brock Purdy. He could have threw 3 or 4 picks in that first half last week, and it's Seattle. So, they're not going to make those plays because the defense isn't there yet. But Dallas can make those plays. Dan Quinn is going to make life hard on Purdy. The looks are going to be unique. The pressures are going to be crazy. My thing is just the weapons are too good, and we talked about that. But we didn't even mention Kittle. For my money, I'm taking Kittle over any tight end just because Kelsey. I hardly count as a tight end. He's basically a slot receiver.